Joining us this evening, Nigat Abbas of the Congress, RP Singh of the BJP, senior journalist and NDTV's Jayanta Ghoshal, and Professor Sajjan Kumar, who follows Bihar very closely. I want to begin with you, Nigat Abbas. You heard Harish Salve there. The argument being made is that the misuse of PMLA and ED are one issue. But this bill is about a politician holding on to office while in jail. It's both morally and constitutionally untenable, many would argue. Why are you against the bill?
You know, since our childhood, first of all, good evening to all our viewers, but since our childhood, we've heard one thing, that the rule of law is you're innocent until proven guilty. But, you know, it is a clear violation. This bill is a clear violation of Article 21 because mere arrest or an FIR or also the custody is never equals to a guilt. And instead of that, the bill punishes the person without any kind of jurisdiction, or it goes against the due process of law. That is what the problem is. I mean, in an era where we've seen clearly that how BJP has completely misused the power of ED and CBI over certain years, we've seen that how cruel they've become, and they've always targeted the leaders of opposition, the chief ministers who comes from the opposition parties and the states which are run by either Congress or any other party which is in the opposition right now. They're the only ones who are being targeted. I mean, it is the first government who has misused so much. So how do you establish that after you bring in this bill, it will not be again adding on to the power of you using this bill against only the leaders of the opposition, only to the opposition leaders? Because what we see, like Amit Shah ji just said, you know, ki hum logo ko ye karna chahiye. I really want to ask that, you know, it is a game of that you are kind of a washing machine who is claiming to be a detergent now, because when we talk about Ajit Pawar, we talk about Eknath Shinde, we talk about the leaders like Hemant Biswa Sarma, who once upon a time were serious criminals in the eyes of Bharatiya Janata Party, but overnight they became so clear the moment they joined Bharatiya Janata Party. So I clearly say it is no more a Modi Sarkar. It is a Surf Excel Sarkar. Because if you're in BJP, you are clean, but you're in opposition, you're jail. So what is happening right now is a clear political vendetta. That is the problem. How do you establish?
No, Nigat, point taken. ED, PMLA, abuse of constitutional office is one side. I'm asking you a specific point. The point is one of morality as well as one of constitutional tenability, that if somebody has been arrested, and the argument being made is that there are several judicial legal recourses to the person who's been arrested. If they've been arrested and they are in jail, do they have the moral and constitutional right to hold on to a constitutional office? That's the core question.
But where is that law then? Then you are proven until you're proven guilty, you are innocent. I mean, how do you establish that once you put behind the bars, you're 100% a criminal without going to the court? And SC has also questioned. The Supreme Court has questioned. I mean, let's just eliminate the system of democracy. Let's just eliminate the system of jurisdiction.
As far as PMLA is concerned, the point being made is that a minister cannot be.
Which is why, let me just have. I just have one question. You know, it is coming from a government whose its own MPs, member of parliaments, of 40%, they have criminal charges against them. Let's just eliminate them first. I mean, घर से सफाई शुरू कर देते हैं ना. Why can't you do that first in your own home? झाड़ू लगाओ घर पे, and then you come to the leader of opposition. Because how well we know, because this is the party, this is the government who has established on its own that how well we know this is going to be a misuse by the government of India, which is the Modi government. Sorry, a Surf Excel government.
Okay.
This is the government which cleans the people who once upon a night were criminals. 70,000 crore के इन लोगों ने आरोप लगाए. उसके overnight अजीत पवार clean हो जाते हैं. कैसे? कौन सा detergent लाए Amit Shah ji और Narendra Modi ji? And Amit Shah, bringing back to Amit Shah, why did he not, when he was a Taripar, why did he not resign on the responsibility?
Hang on.
I mean, why are you coming today and talking about this?
Let me take this question across to RP Singh. RP Singh, the point the opposition is making is also a practical point. They are saying that this government has misused Enforcement Directorate and other agencies to foist cases on opposition leaders, and hence will use this bill to destabilize elected democratic governments of opposition parties. How do you respond?
First, good evening to all your viewers and my co-panelists, and especially to Nigat. I'll appreciate Nigat will now hear patiently. I heard her patiently and never intervened in between. Nigat, you raised certain questions and very pertinent and very important questions. Let me take up those and then I'll come to your other points also. talking about the ED and PMLA being misused. Well, ED and PMLA is not above court. And if I rightly remember, Supreme Court in recent one of this observation or decision also said that bail is the first right even in ED case, not the jail. So, but issue is between morality and power. I'll name three people, you'll understand which. Alkid Wani resigned moment he was accused of a case, and he didn't took any public office till the time he was acquitted out of this. Badalaram Khurana ji, Amit Shah ji. They never took any public office till the time there were questions on them. But moment they were acquitted, they came back to the power, or they again took the public office. But again, if someone wants to run a government from jail, I mean, that's what has happened. A chief minister was running a government from the jail, and Congress party was supporting the chief minister, saying, no, he can run a government from the jail. How is it possible? A parallel was him.
RP Singh.
Sorry.
No,
Please.
I will ask you a subsequent question to it. The argument of the opposition is that the Enforcement Directorate and central agencies have never been misused at this scale. The way opposition leaders have been foisted with cases, it does put a danger to democratically elected governments.
Mr. Rahul Gandhi is facing the charges and is out on bail. When did the case started? It never started in our time. Lalu Yadav ji stayed in jail. It was not us who sent him behind jail. It was only the UPA period when it happened. Kani Mozi, D. Raja. Did we send them to jail? I mean, issue is, there's a court. There is rule of law. And then anyone can get a bail. Anyone who is innocent can always get a bail within 100 days. And let's not see with the only political dimension. Because that a leader who is the leader of the political party and a chief minister, he wants to operate from jail, although let the administration suffer. Now,
Okay.
Give me another second. I'll add two more names, and that will be another dimension to this. Amritpal Singh shall be in jail and should be in parliament. Engineer Rashid should be in jail and should be attending parliament. Tell me that. Both are in cases which are cases raising war against the nation.
Nigat, just very quick response. We need to trust the judicial system before I go to Jayanta Ghoshal.
No, I just want to ask one question. My question is very simple. Are we still living in a democracy, or we are in an anarchy? Because I want to understand who gives the opportunity and the right to this sitting government, Modi government, to display the people's mandate just because the chief minister is put behind the bar without any judicial practice, without any law, without any due process of law. I just want to ask one question. I mean, you can't overnight just displace the people's mandate, put the constitution, put the democracy in one sort of deleted
I respect you. You're a very fiery orator, but I'll appreciate. Name one case where it didn't happen without the judicial scrutiny. I mean, immediately, and then I'm giving you case. Hemant Soren got a bail, and he became the chief minister later on. Mr. Kejriwal got a bail. Give me a second. Allow me to complete. Can I complete?
Go ahead, very quickly.
So, Mr. Kejriwal came out on a bail with certain conditions that he can't be part of any government meeting, he can't go to the office, he can't see the fights. And he was left with no other option than to resign. But even then, that lady said, my seat next to me, she placed a seat next to her and said, this is Arvind Kejriwal's seat. And this is shame on the nation in Indian democracy.
All right, you're making Jayanta Ghoshal. Let me come to you now. There are two questions here. One minute, Nigat. I'll come back to you at the end. Jayanta Ghoshal, there are two issues here. One is the abuse of forces and foisting of cases. The other is the issue of governing or holding a constitutional office from jail. So there are constitutional, moral issues as well as practical political issues. How do we reconcile the three?
Number one, when Mr. Amit Shah resigned in 2010, I found Congress was victorious on that day, and Congress said that Amit Shah did the right thing. Congress didn't say on that day that it is not needed and Amit Shah can run Home Ministry of Gujarat from jail. So if you do politics, because I don't want to discuss, I am not a representative of any political party, and I want to say only one thing, that government has majority. They have tried to introduce the bill. If you have any objection, you can discuss. And it is going to the select committee, standing committee. That is the standard practice. Earlier, in Congress regime, I was a reporter. Last 40 years I'm covering. There was no necessity to send the bill to the parliamentary committee. Through voice vote also, with your majority, you can pass the bill. That Mr. Modi's government didn't. So you have the scope for discussion, dialogue, everything. And what opposition parties they are doing, they have some apprehension. And they are raising the issue. Fair enough. You can talk, you can discuss, but if you want to destabilize the government and if you can make the issue, Manmohan Singh issued a statement. I was there in that press conference. Manmohan Singh said that I don't like the charge-sheeted minister in my cabinet. And that time it was hangama. You just remember what happened on that day. I was, and he said in abroad, I was accompanying journalists. And Manmohan Singh, after
DMK was forced to make A. Raja resign.
Yeah. So these are the issues. So when CBI is in Congress regime, Indian media we used to write Congress Bureau of Investigation. So now BJP is in power and Congress is making allegations. So I think that what Amit Shah again and again saying, that the question of morality and the constitutional responsibility also should be included in the legislation. In the legislation, you can include in future. Today BJP is in power. If tomorrow, and you have included Prime Minister's name. What Lokpal Bill's philosophy was that? Anna Hazare's movement was there. And now Prime Minister is ready to include his name. And
you're making a very important point. Let me get to Sajjan Kumar, because I want to bring the other facet of this. How does the political optics play out, Sajjan Kumar? Because a politician to say that I will not leave office when I'm going to face a case, vis-a-vis a politician saying that I am being forced to vacate office because I'm an opposition party and the government is constantly targeting him. How does this play out in popular narrative? Who has the moral higher ground?
The popular narrative has to be seen from two vantage points. One, the core supporters of the party, respective parties. Now, of course, they always go by a sense of commitment and always see conspiracy, fear of vested interest whenever the rival party or ruling party or opposition trying to bring out something that we see. But the popularity of any narrative has to be seen from the ones who are unembedded and who are not constituting the core support base of any party. Now, from their perspective, if you see, this is the continuation of anti-corruption plank, where there has been a marker. We have seen anti-corruption plank in 1970s, led by Jayaprakash Narayan, and we have seen the popular narrative then. Also, some sort of reflection was in 1989, 9th Lok Sabha election on the Bofors Gali Gali Mein Shor Hai, and then you saw that happening in 2010s, led by Anna Hazare, extremely popular. Now you saw the same sort of spirit continuing via legislation. Now, there are two issues. One, the law, and other, the fear of, its misuse. Now, question is, even if you take the question of democracy, and when our constitution was being enacted, and when Government of India decided to empower every voter with one vote and equal vote, there was also fear of misuse, that this is going to be misused by the demagogues. And there were serious suggestions by the Western experts of democracy that democracy should perhaps be suspended for some time because it's a question of integrity of India and a strong government.
That's true, Sajjan Kumar. I want to focus on this particular issue. You are making a very, very important point, but I'm completely running out of time. Nigat, 20 seconds sharp. Your final response to what you've heard so far. Yes, after that 20 seconds to you.
No, see, the only thing which I can see through this bill, is the ease of doing corruption through BJP, because I do not understand, and RPG cannot even today justify that how one night before Ajit Pawar had joined Bharatiya Janata Party, PM himself said that 70,000 crore ka scam kiya, but overnight after Ajit Pawar joined Bharatiya Janata Party, there are no criminal charges, the files have been submerged, there's nothing which is happening against Ajit Pawar. That how do we justify that it is only against the leader of oppositions and not against the Bharatiya Janata Party, and it is mere of political vendetta?
20 seconds to you.
Please explain.
Well, Nikat, your party has best of the lawyers like Mr. Abhishek Manu Singh and others. Please go to court and have them prosecuted. Don't come and just babble on the debate, but come to the issue. What exactly Mr. Rahul Gandhi used to say?
सर अजीत पवार का अजीत पवार का बता दो आप मुझे.
Okay.
You're very senior.
My opinion on the ordinance is that it's complete
It's
nonsense.
okay.
All right.
I understand.
We
sir.
can't hear the video very clearly.
This is Rahul Gandhi
We
when
can't
the
hear the
similar
video very
ordinance
clearly. I'll
was
leave this.
introduced earlier by Manmohan Singh.
All right. I leave this. No, you both have two different points of view. Jayanta Ghoshal, Sajjan Kumar, thanks very much for weighing in. Unfortunately, I'm completely out of time.